Hello, welcome to the stream. Sorry I am late. I was bathing my dog this morning and she had about 6 dogs worth of hair that I had to get out of her. So that was fun. But yes, today we are going to do some MSQ and roulettes. I technically have 2 classes I'm trying to do level stuff with right now, but I'm not worrying about the quickness at which I do them. So it's kind of an NBD kind of thing, but we'll still do them. I'm gonna level, at least try to do some leveling with one of them, just do the roulettes with them, and then we'll go from there. At least when it's relevant. But yeah, oh my god, dude, today has been so annoying. Also, I need to check. Yeah, see that my freaking I see that my live looks wrong on a thing. Yep, fucking bro. I'm done with Restream, dude. I'm so done with Restream. I'm so done with Restream. I save it and it doesn't do it. So annoying. Okay. Yeah, I think. But I mean, the problem is, like, I don't know if I should just keep sticking with stream or Twitch, or maybe just try YouTube. YouTube is inherently a beast that I'm more overall comfortable with, but especially since I would have a new and different clipping system anyway. I mainly was just streaming to YouTube, honestly, just also because I felt like it meant the VODs would go somewhere. But realistically, I think it's just better that I do the effort that I'm putting into the Twitch stream part, and instead do that just for the VOD and put it in the actual VOD format. Because it used to be, the thing that it used to be is when you would live stream to YouTube, it would actually put you in like a different algorithm that sometimes would essentially mix with, that would essentially mix with the other videos that, could show up on YouTube, right? So they were, so it actually was kind of viable for a long time just to stream on both, and then not have a VOD, but then instead use like a highlight or something else. But I'm wondering now that honestly it might be more worth doing, just because it doesn't seem to be doing the same as it used to. But no, my title for like gaming sucks is like, I really wanted to, I mean, today would have been a bad day to do it, so I don't know necessarily that I should have thought of today, but like, it's such a it's such like an annoying thing, because I feel like especially when I first got my 3060, right? The big thing for me was, and granted, I wasn't a VTuber at the time per se, but like, there were so many games right in that 2021 era where it was just like, I felt like I was just starting to do VTubing stuff. And, I was able to do it. I would work. And like, I thought that honestly it would be great. But freaking, like, it's like now, you like, if you don't have more than 8 gigabytes, you can't do a fucking thing when it comes to anything that's like a higher, like a AAA-esque game, and like today, really all I wanted to potentially try to do was going to be Silent Hill 2, and that's not even like, I mean, I guess it's like, I mean, that's AAA, and like that is I guess it's pretty high quality. And like, I remember running, I had issues all the time, but like yesterday was Dark Tide, and like it just started to spontaneously combust, and like it's just like, can I please just play games that I really want to play? I mean, granted, yes, I want to play Final Fantasy 14, but not a lot of people want to watch me play Final Fantasy 14. And it's hard to make clips in and stuff like that. However, there are a number of games that my other model does work for, and this is my favorite, which is why I really like coming to it. And I want to redesign my other one to maybe match this a little more. But yeah, like I do miss, or I really wish that I could use this model in more modern games, because like, if I make clips in a lot of new release games, Like, I wanted to try the Game Freak game. I tried seeing if that was going to work last night. First of all, I don't think I would have made it that far. It just doesn't seem like a Sova game, you know? I don't think it's a Sova game, and that's fine. But also just like I couldn't get it to run for shit with me and having live stream software open. It just wouldn't go, you know? And it sucks. It sucks that it's that way. I should have grabbed a drink before I started here, but it's all right. Well, we'll get into it. All right, that's enough of me bitching and moaning about trying to play modern games. It's time. Let's get into let's just get into playing. Let's have a good time today. You know, let's start up a roulette here. Loot leveling is healer. Let's avoid that for now. Let's I guess start with a trial. All right, but then we do at least have some things to do MSQ wise. I have the debate also of maybe doing of Hildebrand stuff today. So I might move to some Hildebrand stuff today, but I'd really like to get through this post-game stuff. Ugh. But you know, I was seeing some tweets recently about how they don't, or like, you know, it was like a Wook Lamont defense tweet, which I think is fair. You know, like, you know, part of it especially is like apparently like Japan or something actually had a good response to Wook Lamont. Sorry. But the West didn't. But I don't know whether that's I buy that fully, because to me it's like, it's the problem with Wook Lamont is not Wook Lamont, right? It's everything surrounding Wook Lamont. I don't think it's necessarily that people truly don't like Wook Lamont. I truly believe that it's more that people do not connect with her story. And that's a very different premise, you know? Like, just not connecting with her story is very, you know, like, just not connecting with her story is quite... I love this pose. You know... Let's go! We got the second Ranger! Hold on, I gotta switch to red. Dude, if we could get the black, that'd be so sick. Hell yeah, brother, let's go. Can't tell which one is it's not my fellow tank, damn. Alright, well, good on you, summoner. Good on you. Oh damn, the Lala fell's hidden with the fucking laugh. The laugh. But anyway, Ah, what the fuck? I alt-tabbed somehow. Shit, what was I saying? What was I getting at? Oh yeah, Lamont. Yeah, I think the issue I personally just think that the only issue with Lamont is the fact that it's just like we're asked to care about her story and like her becoming, you know, a leader. But then, you know, we essentially end up doing most of the work for her. And I think a lot of people just won't really empathize with that. And I know that there is kind of this like aspect of like I know there's kind of just this like aspect of like of people of like, oh, you know, oh, like, you know, we're not the main character anymore. People don't want to do blah blah blah. So yeah, like I don't necessarily think that I don't think it's necessarily that I think that Luke is like Lamachi is like a bad character. I think it's just unfortunate that she isn't like written in the like the best way, you know. Especially just like, honestly, to me, I look at it as like, what I think it should have been was we should have been coming in essentially at the end of the trial. Like, we should have basically been coming in at the end of the trials. And then for like, the trials just should have been much, much, much shorter. Oh, you know what? Then you know what? Hey, let's a rare leveling DPS ask. You know what? Let's just hit monk then. Fuck it. A rare chance. Yeah, I think that it should have been. I personally truly do believe though that like that the Luke Lamont like Lamachi's story should have been that like we got to start just a much quicker form of her rise learn more about Zoraja, and then gone deeper into the Alexandria stuff. Like, I don't mind the thing with the story with Mamul Jaja and like I think the way essentially it's just like everything that we did get should have been just condensed to like by like so that it would be done by like that would be done by like level like 80 or sorry like 90 like 4 or something 93 or 4. But it is what it is. I think the premise of what we're potentially looking at though with the new with Evercold, I think should do pretty good. I think a lot of people obviously there were a lot of doomsaying, you know, and like you know I've always said like doomerism is always going to be quite contagious, but
What's happened? Sorry to drag you out here, but I thought it best you see for yourself.
Hold on, what's this fuck doing? Let's figure this out first.
Death is your constant companion. Though you toil with diligence, death may come ere your reward is bestowed. Though your grand works be poised for completion, death may come ere...
I don't know, I was gonna run into a freaking... Hold on. Damn. Alright, we're gonna have to go back. We'll have to go back. I'm gonna need some food at some point, though. All this extra leveling has done a lot. I also need to clear my inventory a bit. Well, on the plus side, when we're doing the low level stuff, it's like, well, this could go quickly. So at least that's a benefit. And it's definitely not that it's not good experience, you know? Like, it's still, you still get some decent experience out of these old dungeons, so it could be worse. It definitely hits a lot more fun though when like when you get like one of the things that's always fun about what at least when you get to a new when a new expansion comes out is that that like everybody, there are so many people trying to level and do stuff that there's a bunch of things that become available. I'm unsure what the fault here was. I wasn't paying enough attention to like I'm definitely getting a semi thought that there's the chance that this sage is in the they're actually still very new, but then wanted either to healer or just the game, and then thus really wanted to press sage, and obviously despite having to be at a higher level is doing a lot of fun. Definitely part of what I'm getting out of it. So I will say though, I've actually really enjoyed Monk. I thought I would like kind of maybe regret leveling it and then you know, making it like my DPS on this character, but like I actually kind of enjoy it. I definitely still really want to get, I would really love to still get Gunbreaker kind of up there pretty quick, but because I really want to raid with it / or at least just get raid gear with it, but I'm honestly kind of in the middle on how I feel about if I would want to play Bastion. You know, I don't mind the gun, like idea of gun shield. Like I don't mind that. I think it's an interesting, like Bastion. It definitely looks like a very interesting class design, and I'm for sure like down for the idea, you know, like, but it's not like with Gunbreaker where like I saw Gunbreaker and I was like, hell yeah, if I play a tank, I'm gonna do that, you know. So it's hard for me to say because I'm not getting that vibe. I'm very interested. I still am very interested and can't wait to see what is going to be the case with the new range DPS. You know, I need you to stop spinning this fucking boss. I really need you to stop spinning the boss. What I will say, one of the things I actually really do like about playing Monk 2 is I'm kind of a big fan of like the not having like a lot of like long cooldown abilities. realistically, also, I really should be practicing with controller. I might do that. I might switch to that too. Because I want to potentially play this a little bit while I'm on vacation. So I want to. But I would have to do it on my feedback and thus have to be using controller. So I probably should practice. I don't think I set anything up though with this with Monk, but I definitely can't do it right now. Cell Might's always kind of remind me of like fighting Voltix. I know I said it for Gunbreaker though. A little early on the limit break there, my man. Let's go. I'm gonna give it to the tank. They did a very good job. Alright, I'll be back. Actually, let's just sort this out first. Also, let me check here. Let's see. No, it's a character. Yep, these are not quite at all. So I'll sort those out later. These are though. So. Well, you could be friends with this one. And don't forget about me. Discovered laboratories on every 10th level. I will say I am a big fan of my bard fit. My bard fit I feel like is pretty tight. All right, let's quickly, now that we've started that quest, we got a couple things to do here. So first, it's just cheaper to go to Tuliolo. I do want to check quickly though. That will probably still need it though, so we'll I don't know. Anywho, where is our... All right, here we are. Okay. I want to see what this doofus is actually up to here. I mean, it just sounds like it's just more things of like...
Sorry.
I'm skipping to where we were back, or where when I had to skip.
Death. Though you enjoy a life of peace and good fortune, death. Your bodies are weak. Your heart, your brain, every fragile organ.
Jesus, woman.
Be you stoic or generous. The choice is made without reason. The end is cloaked in
The announcement began after we finished our meeting with Gossen. As for its soul.
Collect.
Yeah, of course.
There is no shame in being. Let us set a new course for mankind. Hope for it. Wish for it. With evolution's brilliance.
Change isn't easy. No one ever... But this is the right path for us. What other way could there be?
Oh boy.
You couldn't have come at a better time. Please, you have to let us move to Tuliolal.
It's too dangerous to stay here. Who knows when the next century will turn on us? Even if we wanted to become endless, there are no more neo-regulators to be had. Fleeing is our only...
If the solution was as simple as leaving, then we'd all have left already. Did you not hear the announcement? For the living, death is... No matter where we go, or who we shelter with, we won't get another chance like this.
Easy for you to say when you have that regulator.
Damn. Hit him with it. Like, look, I know clearly they're trying to, like, let Wuk-Lamat kind of be like, let people grieve their own way. But, girl, you gotta fucking knock some sense into this shit.
Are on their way as we speak, and arrangements have been made to see... Tulichola will aid you in... So please.
I want to help Alexandria.
Well, okay, but no one is telling them that it is okay to die. Like, no one sits like I know it's a cultural shock. Like, yes, I know it's a cultural shock. I know that's a big aspect to this. But still, it's just like, guys. Okay, just use this to teleport there. It's like, guys. I know you've lived in this aspect where it's like, you know, yeah, we're like, oh, I can't be killed because, you know, we've got these regulators, and that means that like we can kind of just do whatever we want until we grow old. But like, not everything's gonna work that way. It's okay to be told that. Oh shit. Hold on. That's gonna be a thing, actually. Fuck. Okay, where that needs to go. Honestly, I think it's fine if this goes into a different slot. I think I need to make a new thing for some of these. I think I could set this one off because even though it's an early one, it's one that, because it is early, that I at least can like use it earlier. All right, now let's get, oh, Nebula's already over here. Okay, good. Nebula's already over there. What was in that spot? Oh, these were, it was my, some of my roll stuff. What am I missing here? I'm unsure what I'm missing. Camouflage, I think. Nope, camouflage is there. Never mind. No, Royal Guard needs to get set up. Okay, that's fine. That's done early, so that's okay. Yeah, looks like I got that everything. Okay. Well, or I guess we hit that. All right, this is definitely going to be funky, but it'll be pretty inconsequential. So. I guess all it's doing is making me slow, which for me is not inherently a big issue. Pepsi Man. I was like trying to figure out the problem is like tabbing is already like incredibly like extra difficult. I couldn't remember. I couldn't see if it was me. It kind of looked like it was on me. That's why I was checking. Anyway, I was like, where the hell am I going?
So this is one of Preservation's laboratories.
It's so dark I can barely see.
Just a moment. If I can reroute the power to the circuit.
You got the lights working!
Oh, Galultra.
Smell how stale the air is. This room hasn't been in use for many years.
It was thanks to Krile and Galulja that we managed to locate this place.
You may remember that my earring contained the control code for the gate to the Golden City. As it was Preservation that constructed the portal, we reasoned that the code to operate it might include a signature of some sort, unique to their organization.
So I took a closer look, and a line-by-line examination yielded a string of symbols identifying the code's author. We then began accessing the nodes for every door in FFXIV, seeking out control codes which contained those same symbols. After a grueling search, we finally discovered our prize behind door number 1860, the entrance to the facility in which we now stand. I'd probably still be at it if Galulja hadn't been around to assist me.
I took breaks, but Shale never stopped working. Not even once.
I can contribute precious little else, I'm afraid, but I appreciate your kind words. In any case, this next part will require your helping hands.
We need to spread out and search for something that may lead us to Calyx. We're more than happy to help, of course, but I wonder, won't he realize we've found this place?
It's highly likely, and personally I hope he does.
Oh, I guess we moved away from the voice. I didn't realize that. The researcher's commons located in the western side of the complex. Oh. Are his personal belongings read like that? Whoops. Oh. Their personal belongings. Where do people keep their personal belongings? I didn't know clicking on the stick was going to do that. It's funky that it's funny to me that this this is still on Adventure in Need DPS. It's kind of the funny part though about playing during the day. More searching. Oh boy. All right. Experiment 158. I can't imagine it's just a 3-digit code though. Hold on. Up to 5 digits. Okay. Ah, fuck. All right. So we have 158. No. All right. take them out, I'm guessing. 201930. 11509. That's a 5-letter. All right. Try 11509. There we go. The Matrix is in there. It would seem the researchers who agreed with Calyx and his philosophy underwent the conversion to endless entities. But I assume those who could not or would not eventually left the organization altogether. All right. Let's check the duty finder. I am hungry. I forgot to eat this morning. Ah. This should be visually seen somewhere. I'm like, there's that must be shown somewhere visually. Maybe I guess maybe they just talk to it. I have to talk to him. To provide an uninterrupted path. What? But that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense, though. It's not at all in the order that it is. I am such confusion right now. Oh, okay. I see that now. Okay, now I get it. Okay, now I see it. All right. Yeah, this had to be diamond. Oh, this isn't connecting. I just realized that. Maybe this was a triangle. Huh. Oh, okay, I think I see it now. Yeah, there we go. I was following too close to the actual like shapes, and I wasn't seeing like the way it was connecting. Let's hit it up. All right, I think we'll do this dungeon and then I'll probably call it because my wife will be home in a little bit, and then also I'm like hungry and still a little disappointed from this morning, and I don't think I'm making a good stream at the moment, unfortunately. Oh, hey, you know what? If I did this. Sorry, guys, 1 second. Now I'm set. I like now Sastasha hard. This is kind of fun though. Let's go. Yeah. Much longer walk than I thought there would be. Can you? Hey, you over here. it's so. And what I like about it too is how it's so different. My dog is not happy because there are painters in my neighbor downstairs. I mean, I would say part of definitely my weird feeling today is definitely the fact that I've like, where the fuck am I going? There we go. Jesus. I was getting all turned around from the, how I was looking at the map. I still kind of have an intention, though, at some point to level all the physical range DPS classes. As much as I kind of love this character as like almost as like a mage character, I personally just really love range DPS. Like, I just think all the classes in range DPS are like really fun and unique in their own way. And I remember playing Dancer for a decent bit, and I really had fun with it. And honestly, I think the things about Dancer that I do like are the things that I like about Monk. The semi kind of random nature of things is I think fun. I gotta bring him over here so that we can hit him with this. I will say though, playing with controller has actually been pretty easy so far. I'm definitely slower, for sure. Part of that is especially obviously it's new and different, but like. Ow. Ow. I need to get out here so that I can Oh God. There's just so many people. Oh, why am I so floaty? So weirdly floaty for some reason. I don't know why. Oh my God, this is so much shorter. I guess this was a little more than you can handle. I'm sorry. I thought you'd handle it. I'm sorry. Stop running. Run to me. Jesus, run to me. Okay. Oh, I thought that was real. But also, like, guys, you would have stayed alive if you ran to me. Couldn't take the big pull. So we will, hey, brother. Hey, brother, I'll do the pulling. Thank you. Hey, brother, I will do the pulling. It clearly didn't work last time. I'm not pulling everything on purpose. I know there's less than there were when I did the first pull initially, but it clearly was going to be an issue for the fucking healer, so I'm not going to make their life a living hell. All right. Great. Bro, I mean, do I just tank it? Like, I guess because I could just be messing with it, so yeah, might as well. Might as well just sit in it the whole time. Last for like 3 seconds anyway. Didn't mean to use Super Bold-Eyed, but whatever. All right. I'm gonna just dip right away. All right. That was some good controller practice for sure, though, too. All right, let's finish this out at least, and then yeah, I think I need to do I think I need to do a nasal rinse before I go out today. Nope. Fuck. He remains shrouded in mystery. Preservation augmented it with electrope, but never grasped the technology's underlying principles. should definitely be in a cabinet drawer. That would make sense. All right. Let's move on. All right. Well, I'm gonna get going. I gotta. My nose is such a funk. Oh, creepy.
Are you really planning to leave?
Yes. The idea of eternal life. It's begun to frighten me.
I struggle to renounce our conventional wisdom. Death is the means by which life prunes its branches, leaving the trunk to grow strong and tall. We die so that our species may flourish. What would become of mankind were we to halt that process? If unending stagnation is the fruit of our labor, then perhaps we strive for the wrong thing.
Your argument is a rejection of Master Calix's vision.
Yes. What not being a
suppose
sheep
it
is called.
Perhaps such dread would not plague me, were I capable of sharing his perspective on the subject.
But I cannot. He and I are too different. In too many ways. I lack his extraordinary genius. I had no illness threatening to cut my life short, no singularity of will to cut away all distractions and...
Yeah. He wanted to keep himself alive, I get that.
I have nothing but respect for his determination. The way he overcame his prognosis and seized the means to transcend death itself. But I'm not convinced that this obsession with living is the right path. That's why I've decided to leave preservation and put all my effort towards building a legacy. Surely you...
Yeah, what a bastard.
Protocol, you understand.
Yep, classic. Don't want images going out. All right, so I'm gonna let it go. I need to rinse out my nose and stuff. But so there won't be. Just I want to make this note for later. There will basically be no streams next week and the week after. Basically, I will be off streaming for 2 weeks. I'll be tweeting a bit in that time. I mean, I might stream Tuesday night, maybe. Big maybe, but yeah, yeah, I will be I'll be streaming. I will not be streaming, and I'll be on vacation. Me and my wife are going on our honeymoon. I'm very excited. But I will be completely offline in that time frame. So, thanks so much for tuning in